this exercise could be a nice classroom activity, groups maybe. And the question is very simple. How many times do these two graphs, the graphs of those two functions, how many times do they intersect? Students could even be allowed to use a calculator. Because what's interesting is when you graph this on a calculator, let's say a 10 by 10, even 100 by 100 or whatever, what you're going to see, here's our x to the fourth, kind of roughly, yeah? And y equals e to the x does this, yeah? Students are going to look at this and think it only crosses twice. And you might want to tell them, how many times do they intersect? And after they work at it for a few minutes and they think it's 2, tell them, well, the answer is not 2. Because what happens, keep in mind, this is an exponential function. This is not. That means eventually this function is going to get to a point where it grows faster than this one. So in other words, this is going to come out, and this here eventually way up here, these are going to cross, and the e to the x will start growing faster than this one. It turns out the point at which they intersect, the point at which e to the x starts growing faster than x to the fourth, it's between 8 and 9. It's about 8.61 or so. But the y value up here is way, way up there. It's like 5,000 something. It's huge. So even when students use calculators, chances are they're not going to see that, even after you zoom out. So it's just kind of a fun problem for students to wrestle with. And you'll notice when you first give it to them, most students are going to say 2, but it's not. The answer is actually 3.